This is a demonstration of the basic functionality of HDDSuperClone. So I've got the program already installed. To start it, sudo HDDSuperClone in the terminal window, continue with the language options, and we're ready to start. Now the very first thing you have to do, and you have to do this every time, is to go to File and New Project. To start a project, if you've already started a project and you want to resume it, you always go to Open Project and keep going with that same project. As long as you are working with the same recovery, you want to keep using the same project file and opening it with Open Project so that you don't lose what you're doing. If you want to start over, then you start a new project with a new name. In this case, we're starting a new project, and I'm going to call it just progress.log for our log file. So now in the mode, I'm going to leave that defaults to pass through auto detect. That either picks pass through ATA if it's available, if it's a SATA connected drive, or SCSI if it's something else like USB connected. So I'm going to go to drives, choose our source drive. Right now this is a Western Digital drive I have attached, model and serial number match what I have sitting on my desk. I choose that as my source. Now, and I'm going to choose a destination. Normally you choose either drive, which we'll try that right now, which here is a USB Sabrent adapter that I have connected right now. It doesn't have a lot of information because it's a NVMe adapter, so I can choose that if I want now. That is a destination drive. I don't want to write anything to that right now, so I'm going to choose an image file. So I'm going to go back and change my destination before I start, because you want to use the same destination every time. So I'm going to choose image file, and I'm just going to navigate to the same place, the same storage place that I'm putting my progress log file, and call it image.dd. I'm just using the DD extension because that's indicative of an image, byte for byte image on Linux. So there, now I have my destination. All that's left to do now, unless you want to get fancy and start changing things, which I don't recommend unless you know what you're doing, is click connect and start. And it is cloning this drive to this image. I can stop it and start it again. You can, if it stops or crashes for whatever reason, you can always go back, open your project again. So there's my project. There's always a backup file just in case of some crazy power outage or whatever that corrupts your original. That's why the backup is created. So I'd choose the same one. Now, when you choose to open a project, obviously it erases the source and destination because you're starting over. Well, you're not starting over, you're resuming from this project log. Leaving the mode the same as default. Drive, choose the same source drive, choose the same image destination, and it gives you this warning that just says, hey, it's going to continue to use this image file. It gives you a kind of a pop-up to make sure that you're using the right file. And next, start, and you were resuming. If you notice, it picks right up where I had stopped it. And that is the basic functionality of how to use HDDSuperClone to clone or image a drive.